Hello, everyone. A very wonderful good evening to all of you, all fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'll start today's meet with let's start with the quote I'm having right in front of me on the frame by Jack Sparrow, by the way. The problem is not the problem is your attitude about the problem. So, does anyone have any say on it? What I just have said, or anyone wants to add on something? By on a quote by Sparrow, I can again repeat it. The problem is not the problem. The problem is your attitude about the problem. So, anyone has any kind of a story who wants to share?
I want to say something.
Please.
So actually, what I think that if we got any problem anytime, so the main thing is that our perspective, that how we saw that we are taking that problem in a uh, positive perspective or a negative, that matters a lot.
Perspective. Thank you so much. With that, I'll move forward and I'll start the mission of the meet. And before that, I welcome all of you in the 245th online meeting of Toastmaster Club of Lucknow. And our mission in the club is to provide a conducive, supportive, and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self confidence and personal growth. A few directions which we always follow as a Toastmasters. Ensure that you are logged in with your correct name. It will help us to identify you easily. All speakers or role takers are requested to add the name of their role next to their name. All the guests are requested to prefix guest before their name. It can be done by clicking the participants tab to rename yourself. Know when your camera is on and avoid any activity that may distract the speaker. Next, we have please mute your microphone except when it's your turn to speak to avoid background noises from interrupting the meeting. And please unmute your microphone and start your video when the Toastmaster of the day or Table Topics Master asks you to do so. And all the controls. The Sergeant Adams guidelines refrain from their speaking about religion, sex, and politics in a derogatory manner. Avoid interjecting the speaker when he or she is delivering a speech, evaluation, or report. Avoid conversations in chat publicly when someone is speaking, as it may distract the speaker. Please raise your hand to volunteer during table topics session to speak. Look out for the green, yellow, and red colored cards on the screen. They will be displayed by the timer at the appropriate times. At the end of every segment, please cast your ballot when the host displays the polls on the screen. With that, I would request not anyone else but myself on the stage to take over the meeting as a presiding officer. And since we do have a few new Toastmasters, and a guest. So let's have the introduction from themselves and then let's get to know about themselves a little bit. Now I would request guest Anikesh. Uh, Anikesh,
Yes, sir.
okay. Could you please introduce yourself in a brief so that we all can know about you?
So actually, it's my pleasure to join the Toastmasters, and as you tell myself, Anikesh Singh, and I am still a scholar of humanities. I am just pursuing my graduation, and I am also a RJ, means radio jockey on the Doordarshan all over India.
Wow. Thank you so much for
And
your
sir,
introduction.
I also have
Yes,
I also started my own startup for developing the nation,
for developing the
for developing the perspective of the nation.
great. Thank you so much. Impressive. Thank you so much. Now we have new Toastmaster joining for the very first time, if I'm not wrong, in this meeting, TMCL's meeting. Toastmaster Harishka Sachan. Could you please, if I'm wrong in pronouncing your name, please correct me, and I'll request a brief intro of you.
Yeah, hi Suraj, thank you. Uh, Actually, it pronounced as Rishika, so I'll give my introduction. I'm Rishika Sachan. I belong to Lucknow only. As a professional, I am a wealth banker, wealth management banker in the HDFC Bank. And for like, I have joined this Toastmaster to overcome my stage fear. Basically, I have already like went to the physically also. I have went to the club as a guest also, and two meetings I have attended physically in the club. But due to some lots of issues, like not issues, I can say it's like due to the responsibility, you can say lots of responsibility. I'm not able to join in the Sundays, so I have chosen this platform that it will be better to like just to show up, that will be better to just kind of, I feel like to improve day by day, that will help me out, so I have joined this online platform.
Okay. Thank you so much. I request everyone to welcome Toastmaster Harishka Sachan. Yes, for
Thank you.
joining the meet and become the part of TMCL family. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us. Now
Thank
I request Toastmaster Kirti for her brief introduction.
Yes, good evening, everybody. My name is Kirti. I belong to Lucknow. Am I audible?
Yes.
I belong from Lucknow. Actually, I joined Toastmaster for improving my English language. Yes, I joined offline, but most of time I became irregular. So I today I start join online.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And I hope that definitely you will improve yourself and become a great communicator soon. Okay, thank you so much. Well, thank you so much once again, everyone, for joining us. And together, I'll request everyone to welcome Toastmaster Kirti as well for joining the family of Toastmaster Club of Lucknow. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kirti, for joining us. And now let's move forward without any further ado. And again, I will have to introduce, not introduce, I would say, welcome someone else. I mean, someone, but not someone else, but myself as a Toastmaster of the day. And where theme is something which I have thought of a lot, and that theme has come in mind out of mixed feelings, right? If you ask me what were the feelings, then the concern, irony, anger, worrisome, and like there are several negative uh, feelings, like the connotation of different negative feelings, and then I ended up with having this theme, and then I just suddenly thought that let's do a team out on that. Here, I really don't have any background in medicine, any background in yoga or wellness, right? Health and wellness. Still, I have taken this role, this theme, just because I think here in Toastmaster, we all can discuss and from everyone's perspective, and we can just collect some data, right, from everyone knowledge and everyone's perspective, and then we can reach some conclusion, and then we can just try to follow at least a few actions, right, which we can use to improve our own life. I recently, I'll just tell you a story. A few days back, there were 2 to 3 days I have not been having a single call from one of my sibling. I mean, not my like she's my sister, right? And I just ignore, like, okay, it must be something else. She might be busy somewhere, and then I didn't. pay that much attention. And then after 2 to 3 days, she used to be regular in terms of calling me. And when I didn't see any call for 2 to 3 days, I didn't text her, I didn't check on with her. And then after 2 to 3 days, I just shared something with her. And then she told me that I had to just come to, I mean, Delhi just because of her mother was seriously ill. And then I had that regret for not calling her, right? And then I thought that, the health issues in India, or not in just in India, but across the world, is a kind of very serious thing. And somewhere I find the reason behind not taking care of self, like individual is really not taking their self, I mean their health, on such a way that they most of the time they find it a subject, they find it something they end up with ignoring. How, why, we'll discuss it further. But uh, before I move forward with my TMOD theme, I will move forward with the very first segment of the meet. But before that, I'll request today's general evaluator, who is none other than Priyanshika and Toastmaster Priyanshika. Hello. Am I audible to everyone? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, now you are audible, but in between, I think your voice is breaking.
Yes.
Okay, let me off camera. Sorry. Okay. Priyanshika, are you there? Toastmaster Priyanshika, can you hear me? Hello. Okay, I'll just call her name again after a few minutes. Till the time, I think we can discuss the team or theme itself. And later on, she will come and she will call the taggle role players. So let's say, now let me again come on the team or theme, that is the health and how important it is to you. I'll just have one question. How one thing. Why do so many parents hide their pain from their children? How and oh, sorry, why do so many parents hide their pain from their children? Is it love, fear, or habit? And I'll just try to make it more interactive. So I'll request any one of you to come on the stage and then share your thought and perspective on this particular thing. I feel that sometimes it's generational gap. Sometimes it's not, I feel that the family, the background I belong, I feel that there has been a kind of curtain between the, father and son, father and like uh, son and daughter. And just because of that, they are really not that much comfortable sharing each other's thoughts, each other's problems. And that is also one reason parents end up with not sharing their small problems, whether it's health related, whether it's emotional issues or anything. And gradually it gets accumulated, and over the period of time it bursts out as a problem which has already taken a serious form. And I think that is something which is very concerning. And I would request here Toastmaster, like Manvi, uh, can you hear me? Okay, so whenever you call in your relative, whenever you are, if you are away from your family, then even whenever you call your family members, whenever you call anyone or even your friend, how often do you receive or do you listen to the other side that there is someone elder or even younger one who is going through some health issues?
Maximum times, because someone or the other is actually suffering from one or the other disease or normal headache or whatever. So max time people actually complain about it.
Yeah, that's so sad. Okay, thank you so much for sharing. And with before I next forward, I'll just confirm whether Toastmaster Priyanshika is there or not. Toastmaster Priyanshika, are you there? Toastmaster Dev, you have raised your hand, please.
Yes, yes. I guess Toastmaster Priyanka is facing some network issue, so I will continue as DG.
Okay. 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 So I'll request, let me welcome today's general evaluator, Toastmaster Dev, who will come and who will narrate his roles and responsibilities. And he will also call up all his Taggle role players and will move the meeting forward. Toastmaster Dev, the stage is yours.
Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. I can see so many beautiful faces, and one face is so much brighter right now. Hello, Toastmaster Nikes. How are you doing? Okay, so today I will be the general evaluator, and I will be the strict teacher who will guide you but not scold you. Instead, I will give you the feedback that is breakfast for champions. So, are you all ready for that? I can see Toastmaster Hisika smiling. So I guess that's a go. And Toastmaster Suraj is also showing the thumbs up. With that, now it's a very tedious job to do because I alone can't observe all of you at the same time. So I have my tag team with me, Taggle team, where T stands for timer, A stands for our counter, and G stands for grammarian, as well as we have the listener who will explain their role when I call her. And I will start the introduction by the from the last. That is first the listener. Okay. And our listener today is Toastmaster Kirti, an MBA and B.Ed who runs a school, and her hobby are learn different things. And today she is here to teach us something very important. Toastmaster Kirti, can you please help us understand your role?
Yes, good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Today I am playing a role as a listener. If we talk about the listener, then we can say most people do not listen with the intent to understand, but they listen with the intent to reply. Active listening is one of the most powerful skills we can develop as it helps it connect better, understand others deeply, and respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. As the active listener of the day, my role is to attentively observe and understand the thoughts, ideas, and perspective shared by our speakers today. Throughout the meeting, I will be listening closely to everything said, the speeches, evaluators, and even the table topics, and will prepare a short notes to test how attentively all of you have listened. The member who gives the most, actually, at the last of the session, I will put some questions, and the member who will give the correct answer, that will be the winner of this session. I will be back on at the at the time when I got time according to my role. I will on the stage and I will ask some questions to all of you. Over to you. Thanks.
Can we give a huge round of applause to our listener of the day? And it's a reminder to everyone today not to listen to reply, but listen to understand. So you won't miss out and get scolded by our listener. And now let's move on to our grammarian for today, who is none other than Toastmaster Hisika Sachan. She is a wealth manager at HDFC Bank, and she's from Lucknow. She is someone who believes in simple living and being mindful of the environment. She tried to save water, electricity, and make the most of what she have. She really enjoy creating a positive and peaceful vibe around her and like helping people whenever she can. She have a deep love for nature, especially trees, and enjoys practices like yoga, meditation that keeps her grounded. So it's time for today, Toastmaster Jessica, to tell us what's your role really about. Thank you and over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dev. So my role is today is a grammarian. So as a grammarian, it's my responsibility to pay attention to each speaker's uh, kind of listening carefully to their language usage, or I'll take note of any improper language as well as any outstanding words if they have used any quotation, saying, or any thoughts if they have shared. So, as a grammarian, I'll share the word of the day and phrase of the day also. So, word of the day is construe. That means to figure out or interpret what something means. Example: she did not know how to construe her quiet mood. And the phrase of the day, I can say the full of beans, means to have a lot of energy, life enthusiasm. Example: even though it was early in the morning, she was full of beans and ready to work. So I'll request each speaker to please use this word of the day. At the end of this meeting, I'll share how many times people used this word, and I'll share my grammarian report also. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jessica. So she construed the meaning of grammarian to all of us. So wonderfully done, Toastmaster Jessica. With that now, it's time to call our counter for today, and who is none other than Toastmaster Priyansika. Just confirming, Toastmaster Priyansika, is your network good now?
Good evening, everyone. Yes, Toastmaster Dave. I hope I'm
Okay,
audible.
thank. Yes, perfectly. Now let me introduce Priyansika for all of you. Priyansika is a third year computer science and engineering student at Union Institute of Technology. She currently serves as the Vice President of Public Relations of UGI Toastmaster Club. She loves connecting with new people and believes that every conversation is an opportunity to learn. Her mantra is the sky is the limit, while believing that staying grounded is just as important. With that, now I hand over the stage to our counter for today, Toastmaster Priyansika.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dave, for such a lovely intro. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. I am Toastmaster Priyanchika, and I will be serving as your counter for today's meeting. My role is to listen carefully and note the use of filler words such as like, and other unnecessary repeated words or distracting sounds that may interrupt the flow of a speech. At the end of the meeting, I will present a report to you and help our speakers become more confident, fluent, and impactful communicators. Remember, just as healthy habits today build strength tomorrow, mindful speaking today builds powerful communication for tomorrow as well. Thank you so much, and over to you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Dev.
Thank you so much. And now it's time to call the last member of today's, and that is the timer. And who is the timer for today? It's me. Hi everyone, I am Dev Parser, currently pursuing my master's in computer application at Graphic Era in Dehradun. And for my role, the timer is I simply just be vanished from the screen. And here you can see the blue background that you will see the meeting. And my role is to be notify you what the timing of your speech is about. For our speaking session, we have 5 to 7 minutes of timing. You will see the green card on my background at 5 minutes, the yellow card at 6 minutes, and the red card at 7 minutes. There is 30 seconds of grace period on both the sides. For the table topics speeches, guests please note that the time allotted is 1 to 2 minutes. I will show the green card at 1 minute, the yellow card at 1 minute, 30 seconds, and the red card at 2 minutes. There is 30 seconds of grace period on the upper side. For the evaluators, please note that the time allotted is 2 to 3 minutes. I will show the green card at 2 minutes, the yellow card at 2 minutes 30 seconds, and the red card at 3 minutes. There is 30 seconds of grace period on both the sides. I will save my report at the end of the session when called upon by the general evaluator. And now I hand over the stage back to our wonderful, dashing, smart, and handsome evaluator of today, Toastmaster Day. The stage is all yours. And thank you so much, timer, for today. With this, my team will come at the end of the session when called for to evaluate every one of you. And don't worry, we are just a team who is going to guide you, not scold you. With that, I hand over the stage back to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Suraj. The stage is all yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dev, for elaborating your role and also introducing all of the team members, title role players, and explaining all the roles and responsibilities so well. Thank you so much. And with that, I will move forward with the theme that's on health, and I'll ask everyone that we have all met so many people in our life, and we have heard so many times people saying that yoga is good for health, meditation is good for mental stability, mental health, and working out. I mean, everything which can be done to keep our body fit. Most of the people are aware about it, and so many people even they say it, and it must have happened to each and every one of us, right? Okay, but how many of you can really see people taking actions upon that? For example, I'll tell you one thing, one story from one of my friend. He is someone who can do 100 and 200 push-ups at one go, right? No gap, and I mean just one go he will just take push-up action, and then he'll just go for that. This is just his I would say claim, right? And every day he will say that I have to just practice the push-up, and he just wants one habit that is related to health. And it's been a long time and he has been saying this, but when the time comes to go for that, go for the gymming or anything where he can do some calisthenics or anything, he just ends up with just staying back and doing some stops at his home, and thus he just doesn't make it happen, right? I here just want to mention one thing about health, like as per research we have thoughts related to majorly 3 to 4 things, that is health, that is career, that is relationships, right? And the thoughts vary from almost from basic to high level of thoughts. And sometimes I would say that it's overthinking, because when you have 5 to 6 thousands of thoughts, like even more than that thoughts, just on 4 subjects, and it's all about having concern and getting worried about all those things, like whether my health is good or not, right? But what if I can say that instead of thinking so many uh, times about our health, if we can just take one decision to improve our health and just focus upon that, right? So most of the time we all think that I have to do the yoga, I have to do the meditation, I have to do the gym, I have to go for jog, I have to go for the run, I have to like marathon and etc. We tend to think a lot, and at the in the end we just don't do anything else. This is something which happens most of the time with most of the people, and if that can just be replaced by one step towards anything, whether as per your personality, as per your habit, like wherever you are comfortable, right? I'll just ask Toastmaster Harishka Sachan, uh, if you have been practicing meditation, or if you have been practicing yoga, like how many times does it take for you to perform just a few yoga, just a few asanas, 5 to 10 minutes, right? So if we can just take out 10 to 15 minutes for ourselves. I'll just quote here one of the famous quotes by our PMs, current PM, that fitness ka dose आधा घंटा रोज, right? That is something that's still in my mind, and whenever someone asks me that how do you do that, so I just say this particular line. So that is something has which has always with me, and now I'll ask you all with one question, and later on we all will just discuss after the first segment of the meet. And the very first question is that how many of us read food labels? How many of us read food labels as carefully as we read our salary slips? Right? So that is the question. I'll come to that, but before we move forward, let me introduce today's evaluator. Let's move forward. The very first segment of the meet, that is a speech segment, where prepared speaker, they deliver their speeches. By the way, we have three segments, right? A speech segment, TTM, and then feedback session. I'll not go much into that. In the session, we'll just get to know about all the sessions, especially who is for the very first time. I'll request Toastmaster Manvi on the stage to introduce her speaker. Toastmaster Manvi, the stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Suraj. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. Today, Toastmaster Jayesh is delivering his level 2 speech of Motivational Strategies Part. The project is understanding your communication styles. The purpose of this project is for the member to learn about different communication styles and identify his or her primary style. The purpose of his speech is for the member to share the impact of his communication style on others. Timer, please note the time limit for the speech is 5 to 7 minutes. I wish all the very best to the speaker, Toastmaster Jayesh. Toastmaster Suraj, the stage is all yours.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Manvi. Toastmaster Jayesh, what is your default setting? What is your default setting, Toastmaster Jayesh?
Lionel Messi lo ha vuelto a hacer. Aunque Argentina no la Copa del Mundo, Messi sigue siendo el más grande de todos los tiempos. Una leyenda para siempre. El dios de fútbol vive en Coroza de millones. Now, many of you would have been wondering, dude, where are the subtitles? How many of you understood what I just said? Not many, I'm assuming. If you know Spanish, then that's good for you. You know I was talking about Messi, about Argentina. Even though we lost, that's a different story. Today, I'm here to talk about these non-verbal cues. You could see my passion, my excitement for Messi, for Argentina. Even though the words could not communicate what I was saying, but my passion and my excitement spoke to you. That, dude, for our own safety, let us not talk about Ronaldo in front of him. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. How we communicate is a direct reflection of our personality, of our identity. What I'm wearing, how I'm presenting myself, even before words, people are already judging you. And what is your personality? What is your communication style? Now you may go on Google, on search engines and look at, hey, what is my communication style and what characteristics fit to my communication style? So there are a lot of them you will find. There is assertive, there's analytical, passive aggressive. And some people may subscribe to one particular form of communication style. They can say, hey, I'm assertive and this is how I talk. I'm an assertive person and this is my communication style for the rest of my life. But I beg to differ. Our communication manners depends on the situation we are in. We are adapting our communication style to different scenarios, to different people we interact with, the work environment that we are in. For example, an aggressive person, if he communicates with me, if he gets aggressive, even though I would identify myself as a passive speaker, in that moment, I will get aggressive. People will get aggressive. Although for me, I become extremely polite to disarm that person of their aggressiveness. So, and of course, let's take another example. People, if we meet for the first time, we are more formal, we are more reserved, we are more concise. But when we are talking with our friends, we are more relaxed, we are more informal, more casual with them. So our communication differs, is what I'm trying to say, according to situations, according to people. But Toastmasters, there is one default setting that we all communicate with. And that default setting is your dominant communication style. And it is there, that default setting is there when there are no simulations, when there's neutrality in your environment. And how do we identify what is my dominant default setting? How do we do that? Well, look at the work that you are doing. What occupies your day? In which work are you fully immersed in? In which environment are you talking to with more people? And for me, I would like to take you back to 2018 when I not graduated from Delhi University, and I got into Boston Consulting Group. During my probation period, my communication style was initiating. I was a happy person. I wanted to gel in with people. I was networking here and there. I was building relationships. I was energetic, enthusiastic about my new role. And when the promotion cycle came, my communication patterns changed. I became more direct. I became more result-oriented, more goal-oriented, more concise. I wanted to lead team. My manager used to say that if you want to level up, you need to be behaving, you need to be communicating and acting and working at that level that you want to get promoted to. So I learned from my seniors how they used to communicate over messages, over meetings, over calls. I learned from them. I changed my communication style, and people will change. I leveled up, and there were some juniors I had to train. I had to mentor them. My communication style changed again. I became supportive. I became a good listener, encouraged them, became a good motivator. And in those 3 phases, whatever communication style I was using the most for those 8 hours, I took that back home with me. And that is what is the story of everyone. We take our dominant communication methods back home. But one thing remained common was the corporate jargons. And those corporate people out there, you know about what I'm talking about. These corporate jargons that make you sound more intelligent. Hey, that's a low-hanging fruit. Let's circle back on it. One time my friend called me. He's like, hey, let's go clubbing tonight. What are you doing? I'm like, hey, listen, I don't have the bandwidth. Let's take this offline, or let's circle back on this day after tomorrow or something like that, I would have said. Again, that is me taking my dominant communication style back home. Now, another example I would like to give that is closer to home about Toastmasters. So when I was preparing for my speeches during those first initial phases, when I was giving my icebreakers, my level 1s, my communication style, I was so into taking pauses, my tonal variety, my gestures, everything I was so focused on. And I gave back-to-back speeches for those 3, 4 weeks. In those preparation, in those speeches that I gave, I took this communication style back to my personal conversations. I was talking to my sister and I'm taking pauses, I'm talking over phone, and I'm using tonal variety, using gestures over phone. So I'm taking this back to my home. So the idea here is Toastmasters is that my communication dependent on the environment I more immerse myself in, and that is the communication style I went back to. So I urge you here, Toastmasters, to look back the last few months, the last few days. What is the most amount of time you're involved in? What is the work you're involved in? What is the kind of people you're talking to? How are you talking to them? Because, ladies and gentlemen, that is your dominant default setting. And the beautiful part is that you can change it. You can learn it. Your communication style is malleable. It is not your permanent identity. The environment you immerse yourself in is your dominant style. Thank you.
Wow. A huge round of applause for Toastmaster Jash for delivering his speech with full of beans and well construed speech, I would say. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jash, for delivering such a wonderful speech. And with that, I'll move forward and I'll bring my question, which I had asked, right? Uh, and before I just, again, I could talk on that, I would just say all of us, and I also hope that most of us here do take some steps towards a healthy lifestyle, right? Because that's the most important thing, and we all know that that's the most important thing. Here, I'm not preaching, right? How many of you are really aware that in the market, so many food products are adulterated? How many of us, including me, see, right? I'm not just, I have not kept myself different from this meeting. I mean, whatever I'll be asking, I'm also included. So, how many of us really aware that outside food, junk food, I mean, they are not healthy, right? How often do we eat Toastmaster Harsh? When was the last time you had pizza, burger, or outside food, ice cream, etc.?
Just 2 hours
And how
ago.
often? 2 hours ago.
Just
Okay.
2 hours back. Yeah.
Okay.
I had I had a pasta, white sauce pasta
Okay.
with extra
Great.
butter.
Okay. Okay. Did anyone preach? Like, did you have that alone, or there were some few people more?
No, in group. I had
Okay.
a group of friends was there.
Okay. Was
Almost
there
5 to 7 people were there.
Okay. Was there anyone who was preaching on its benefits or its harm? Will it harm or not?
I was the one. I was
Okay.
the one. I am the one. Yeah.
You know that. Still, like, see, that's what I wanted to say. We and all of us, how many of you really think that we really need to move our body every day? Whether you do calisthenics, gym, or like yoga, whatever, but still it's necessary. Toastmaster Kancha has raised her hand. Toastmaster Kancha, when was the last time you did something like yoga or like any like weight exercise, anything like? When was the last time?
Today morning.
Today morning. So you are a regular. So I expect that most of us are also a person like who doing some kind of exercise, right? But it was related to movement, means exercise. I was just talking with Harsh on fooding. So we all know that there are so many things which are really not beneficial to eat out in the market. Still we just go out. Even if I'm someone, see, if I am a person who rarely eat outside, right? But whenever I go outside with my friend, that becomes obligation, right? I mean, sometimes. By the way, my friends, a few friends, they don't want to go outside with me. And if they go outside, then they think that you'll have to come just having some juice, right? Because I end up with uh, having some juice and some fruit, anything which can be beneficial. And so I always have some complaints against myself from my friend that he rarely eats any junk food, something like that. So this is something which happens. So I would just say that even here in today's era, in the internet era, in social media era, we all are, and all the population, right? Most of the population, we all are aware about all the healthy steps, habits, which can really help us to live a healthy lifestyle. What is something that is really stopping us? A few years back, when I was in my training institute, one of my instructors told me that your today's 6 months or 1 year of hard work will keep you in shape for next 10 years, right? When I was just 20, right? I was just 20, and that time he was just saying that today I understand the importance of his wording, and I do feel that it's really very easy. It's very easy, though. I mean, I can see people failing at their own promises and their own words. In 20s or even in early 30s, it's easy to keep ourselves in shape, right? But it becomes difficult after like mid 30 or in 40s, 50s, or maybe 60s. That's the challenging task I could see. And most of the people, they come up with several health issues in their 40s, 50s, and 60s. And my challenge, I think my challenge for everyone and even myself, that why can't we keep ourselves healthy in 30s, 40s, and even in 50s, 60s, like as many years as you live, right? That is something, because at the end people would justify some of the health issues in 60s or 70s, that they are aged, right? Again, this is something which I really consider very a big bluff, right? Because aged doesn't mean that you are entitled for having some health issues. This is something which I don't which I really consider very, very negative. And that is something. So here I'll ask everyone, whoever wants to step up and whoever wants to answer that, what do you think? What is most important in the long run, right? First, when it comes to health, what are the few steps which we should really take care of it? And what is important, which health related good habits you are having, right? I'll just have 2 to 3 responses. Toastmaster Kirti, do you want to say something? Okay, we have 2 hand raised. Guest Anikesh, please unmute yourself and please say.
Sir, actually, if I want to say something about health, there is a famous quote that health is a wealth. And in a healthy body, there is a healthy brain can exist. And if we talk about something, a healthy habit that can we contain that. So I would just share a small story, sir, that I have like a elder father who is in a defense ministry, and now his age is 60. But his daily discipline while doing the exercises in daily morning and walking 2 kilometer distance daily, that make him fit like a young boy of 25 years. And after watching him, just I carried that also, and I am just disciplined from last 15 days, because it not makes the discipline us like daily just be a early bird in the morning and just go for the walk and exercises. That was my point, sir.
Agree. Yes. There is one perception in general public that if uh, someone from defense is only the person entitled for better fitness. This is also perception I don't agree with. And yes, the way you have mentioned a few 1 to 2 years back, there was a kind of reel, very famous, where a US highly decorated official from the defense, he just did a few pull-ups, right? And that video go went, sorry, that video went on viral, and then again in response to that, some of the major general from India, he also did 25 plus pull-ups, right? And then he got famous. So I think it's not just about age, right? I think that age is just the number. If we really, I think, see, having or dedicating few hours, or keeping a good shape in 20s or in 30, better than that we just have a normal shape but throughout the life. That would be the greatest of the healthy habit. Now I would Toastmaster Rishika Sachan, you wanted to say something.
I think for building a good habit, we need to, like, if we talk about the health, going to gym or starting a yoga, as you said, that people kind of do the preparation, they promise to themselves, but they are not able to fulfill that promise. So if they will do a kind of a pre-preparation, like arranging the clothes, or keeping the shoe near to the door, or kind of these kind of things, preparing the bag, gym bag and everything, this will also gives a push to go, like a kind of a motivation to just go to the gym and start a kind of a yoga. And the show up is very important, as you said, that even a 10 minutes also will help the people. So if they will start just a 5 minutes or 10 minutes, I think that will give a just a kind, because they feel good when they do 5 minutes also, 10 minutes also, they feel very good or happy about that. Then they start a kind of a continuation. So to start just with that, they can start with a 5 minutes or 10 minutes. It will help to their health only.
Yes, well said that. So, till the time, the conclusion which we have got, that we all are aware about health, right? We all are aware about how can we really keep ourselves healthy. The only thing here again, this conversation, I don't know to what extent will be again pushing anyone of here present, to what extent, but I do feel that if we have that intention, then definitely that one intention can make us to do even the workout for one day. That would be a great success. Now we move forward, I mean, for the very next segment. But before that, I just want to drop one question for all of us. And the question is, let's say 20 years of from now, I can see some of us are in 20s or in 30s, 40s, right? Let's say 20 years from now, what choices, sorry, I think I have, okay, the same, okay, sorry. 20 years from now, what choices you make today will your future self thank you for, right? Like what are the choices which we want to make today, so that for that we can thank ourselves, or we can just regret it. So regret or thanks, what do we want to say ourselves after 20 years uh, from now on? We'll discuss upon that. Till the time, I'll request today's table topics master, who is none other than Toastmaster Akansha, and I'll just introduce her in a few seconds. Toastmaster Akansha was born and brought up in Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh. She completed her graduation from Saraswati Dental College. She is learning, currently pursuing her MBA at SDA Bokoni Asia Center. Before MBA, she worked as marketing executives at SK Awadh Builders. Apart from academics, she enjoys singing, makeup artistry, and NGO volunteering. So, everyone, please welcome Toastmaster Kansha
Thank you so
for this
much.
table topic session. Yeah, Toastmaster Kansha, the stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Suraj, for such a warm welcome. I am today's table topic master, and this is the, I think, most interesting segment of every meeting. And it is a kind of impromptu speaking in which a speaker has to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, green card will appear. At 1 minute 30 second, yellow card will appear, and at 2 minutes, red card will appear. The speaker who speaks less than 1 minute or more than 2 minute 30 seconds would be disqualified. So keep the timing part in mind. And let's begin with this session. I have tried to align every question with today's theme. Who is the first volunteer? Okay, Toastmaster Jayesh. Toastmaster Jayesh, if you could instantly master one healthy habit, what would it be? If you could instantly master one healthy habit, what would it be? Toastmaster Jayesh, over to you.
Everybody is constantly trying to build habits that are in their own benefit, that will, that their future 20 years self will thank them for. But we need to understand that we have to do hard things, because better habits have an underlying foundation of being hard by the nature of itself. It is hard. You want people in general tend to lean towards tasks that are easy. Our brain is a lazy system. It wants to do things that come easy to you. Habits such as reading is which I'm doing. Every night I try to read and go back to sleep, not scroll. I try to keep my phone away. So these are the habits I'm already doing. Reading, going to the gym in the morning, working out, reading newspapers. But the problem here is that all these habits are not consistent. That is where I want to focus on. I would much rather one habit that I would want to inculcate in myself would be consistency in building good habits. Well, that's my time. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jayesh. And I really liked how you didn't jump to the answer at first. You put the context first, and then you gave examples from your own life. So that was a very good take. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jayesh. Who would like to go next? Guest Anikesh, would you like to go next?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, it's my pleasure to speak on this topic. And what are my views to adapt one habit is that, like,
Uh,
we are taking food, we are eating food for the nourishment and development of our body, same as
Thank
for
you
the
so much,
Anik,
Anikesh, but you will get a new topic because this is an
yes.
impromptu session.
sorry, ma'am.
So I will give you a new topic.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm new, ma'am. That's why I have
No,
new.
no, no worries, no worries. So your topic is guest Anikesh. Is eating healthy expensive? Is eating healthy expensive? Guest Anikesh.
No, ma'am. I have different view on this topic that eating healthy food is not so much expensive because there is most of the sector of our country in which we are living, they are involved in agriculture sector, and there are so many villages, and the person who are living in the local areas, they are having so many opportunities to eat the healthy food. They can take it from there. Even I am coming from a place, from a village, from a small village where there so many people are involved in agriculture sector. So it's my view that to eating a healthy food, it's not too much expensive. We can easily eat them and make us fit and healthy.
Thank you so much, guest Anikesh. You really mentioned that how it's not always the good thing is not always expensive. That's a very good take from your side. Who would like to go next? Guest Pawan. Guest Pawan, are you there?
Yes. I just joined from my mobile, so there will be some issue.
You're not
Just
you're not properly
I'm not
audible.
audible. Hello.
Yes, yes, you are audible.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll give you a speech. You have to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. Okay. So your topic is, if stress burned calories, would you be fit? If stress burned calories, would you be fit? Guest Pawan.
Understanding the stress word, it is in a negative term only. What we had taught, what we have learned in our engineering and in our college days, that stress, what is stress? Stress is force upon area. It is like a tension which is coming on your body upon various from various thing which are going in your life. This is a different perspective that stress burn our calories. So I can say definitely not, because it is a tension or negative tension which will burn down to your energy rather not calories. That's all from my side.
Thank you so much, guest Pawan, for your take on this topic. And if you ask me that if stress will burn calorie, would I be fit? Then answer is a big yes, because I take a lot of stress. And lately, I have been to multiple case competitions, and I don't know why, for some reason, it's me who ends up taking all the stress and waking up late night and completing and submission. It's all my headache. Somehow it happens with me. Okay, so moving on to the next speaker. Who would like to go next? Um, Toastmaster Kirti, would you like to go next?
Yes.
Okay. Toastmaster Kirti, if sleep were a superpower, how powerful are you? If sleep were a superpower, how powerful are you? Toastmaster Kirti, over to you.
Yes, according to sleep, sleep is powerful because when we sleep, we forget all the stress of our life, and when we feel stressful or other any tension in our life, it is easy go to the bed and sleep. We became free of the stress and free of all tensions. So according to me, sleep is more powerful. That's all.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kirti, for your take on this topic. Who would like to volunteer next? Toastmaster Harsh. Okay. Toastmaster Harsh. Is mental health more important than physical health? Is mental health more important than physical health? Toastmaster Harsh, over to you.
Mental health definitely plays a crucial role in everyone's life, but it is more powerful or uh, it is required. Uh, it must be preferred over physical health or not depends on various factors. But for me, mental health plays a crucial role. But it depends on how we train our mindset. People often go to gym to make or to train their muscles, to uh, gain weight, to lose weight, to reduce their stress. But if I ask you all, how many of you have given it a thought that gym also helps to train our mental health, to become or to train our brain muscles? How many of you have ever given it a thought that gym helps to train our muscles, brain muscles? Yeah, I got many hands. So the moment you asked me that would you give more importance to your mental health over physical strength, my answer would be no, because I would love to give equal importance to both the mental health as well as to physical health. Though it's been almost 2 months since I have like stopped going to gym because of my laziness, but it is not always said that whenever you go to the gym, then only you can perform the workout or you can train your muscles, whether it be of your brain muscles or your body muscles. It's been almost 2 months. I haven't gone to the gym, but in my house, I perform daily routines. For example, I used to do almost 100 push ups. Not in one go. I divide my push ups on 10 sets, which is on uh, 10 repetitions, which carries uh, different variations. So you must be thinking that while doing push-ups, I am training my brain muscles. But no, the moment I perform my workouts, I love to listen music. So while listening to music, I train my brain muscles. So yes, training the mental health is also important, but uh, it plays a crucial role for physical health or physical strength too. That's all from me.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Harsh, on teaching us how equally important both are. And correctly said that even I have experienced this, although I don't go to gym anymore. But when I used to go there, it teaches you resilience as well, which is quite powerful. You have to be disciplined to go to gym every single day and pull up the weights. That takes a resilience mind, really. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Harsh. Who would like to volunteer next? Toastmaster Manvi?
Yes, I can take the topic.
Okay. Um, Toastmaster Manvi, what is more difficult, eating healthy or exercising regularly? What is more difficult, eating healthy or exercising regularly? Toastmaster Manvi, over to you.
Choosing between eating healthy or exercising regularly is actually most difficult than of choosing one from both. My dear friends, while we were talking about health and healthy habits throughout the meeting,
There is one day wherein every single, or I would say 99% of the Indians, and not just Indians, but humans, make a resolution that I'll start gymming as soon as January 1st will come. And what happens after 10 days? Max people do not continue it. It is not just about going to gym or doing exercise, but it is about staying consistent, staying to what you actually promise yourself. It is not about making a resolution and breaking it every single year. And it is not even about making healthy food, but it is about how consistently you can eat healthy. How many times has it happened that on either Friday night or Saturday night, you usually crave to do an online order, either pizza or burger or any and everything that you like. Max people do it who are in my known. So when Table Topic Master gave me the topic, which is more difficult, eating healthy or doing exercise regularly, I would say any and everything is difficult till the time you are not consistent, till the time you are not determined to do something for yourself. And choosing either or is even a difficult task to Smasya Akansha. So when it comes to choosing either eating healthy or doing exercise regularly, I would say both are difficult, but most difficult is attempting a table topic, coming on stage and choose from one of these. So to table topic master, that was my take on the topic. What is yours? Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Manvi. And for me, I think uh, exercising regularly is more difficult and rather than eating healthy, because I tend to eat healthier. So it's very natural for me, luckily. Yeah. Who would like to go next? Toastmaster Rishika? Okay. As Toastmaster Manvi has already mentioned about the New Year resolution, so the next question goes like this. Toastmaster Rishika, have you ever made a New Year's fitness resolution? Have you ever made a New Year's fitness resolution? Toastmaster Rishika, over to you.
I feel like who have not made like everybody once in their lifetime, everybody have taken this resolution ki from the 1st January will not eat junk, will not like kind of will not have the like spend money on the junk food, or we'll go to the gym or we'll start the yoga and thing. But if we see that the in the 31st night only we start having a late night party, eating the junk food, and so on, lots of things. And the like first day first came, and people are like sleeping till the 11 or 12 o'clock, and that resolution got postponed. From that next day we will start going to the gym. So if you'll talk about like, if I'll talk about myself, I'm a kind of a disciplined person. So I make the resolution. I try to always, I'm a kind of a person that I follow 2 to 3 times, kind of a consistency, like maybe in a week or 2 week, I follow. Maybe after 2 week, I get some, because of the uh, medical issue or some medical, I can say that the feverish, you're feeling feverish, so that get discontinue. But then again, so yeah, I have made lots of time this resolution, and I like, now I am fulfilling, maybe because of the, I'm feeling that because of my age, I'm getting older, so I need to focus on health more. So now I am particular about the fulfilling the resolution. So yeah.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rishika, for stating the facts that people tend to break the resolution from day one itself. That's true. And if I talk about myself, I don't make a resolution on day one of the new year, but it tends to happen like I can make it at any point of the year. And I think most of the time I tend to break it as well, which is not good, I know. But okay, so let's move on. Who would like to go next?
I can
As
see
to,
Toastmaster Priyanka
sorry,
raised their earlier.
you're not audible.
Toastmaster Priyanka raised her hand earlier.
Okay, Toastmaster Priyanshika.
Yes, Toastmaster Akansha.
Uh, yes, Toastmaster Priyanshika. What's one small change that can improve everyone's health? What's one small change that can improve everyone's health? Toastmaster Priyanshika, over to you.
Okay. Um, if I have to say that the one small change that can improve everyone's health, it would be like for me, it would be walking for 30 minutes every day. Like we often think that staying healthy requires expensive gym membership or strict diets, but sometimes the biggest changes comes from smallest habits, like a simple 10K steps that can improve our physical health, reduce stress, or clear our minds because most of the people when we go for a morning walk the air pollution is less because I think there's hardly any vehicle moving and as students and professionals we spend hours sitting in the front of screens. We tell ourselves like I'll start tomorrow, but what if tomorrow never comes? So instead of that we can start with just one walk today. And there's a saying, take care of your body, it's the only place you have to live. So every step we take today is an investment for in a healthier tomorrow. So I think if everyone just adopted this one habit, I will believe that a daily walk could make a remarkable difference not only to our bodies but also to our minds. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Kansha.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Priyanshika, and also for mentioning such a wonderful quote which you mentioned right now. It was so wonderful. Um, so I would like to give next topic to Toastmaster Dev as he was volunteer Toastmaster Priyanshika earlier. So this topic is specifically for you, Toastmaster Dev. If you had to give up
Just give
sugar,
me 1 minute. Let me set up my camera. I have put the sticky note on the camera so I won't be seen. Just 1 minute, please.
okay. Toastmaster Manvi, can you time him? Okay, thank you. Toastmaster Dev, if you had to give up sugar or your phone for a month, which one would you choose? If you had to give up sugar or your phone for a month, which would you choose?
For some reason, I don't understand that why I have to give up sugar. I don't even use it like every day. Like whenever you are eating something, you'll be like, there is a pinch of salt missing. You can just add it. Why do I pinch a sugar on anything? If I have to give sugar, does it something related to like chocolates or something sweets? If that's the case, huh, I guess my phone has to sacrifice because I can't give up on the sweets and sweets can't give up on me. Because why would I give up on sweets and more than sweet, the ice cream, the ice cream. Whenever I just wait for someone, not for the sweaty hands or for the warmest weather, but for the ice cream to eat. I eat it on winters as well, but I get cold, so I get scolded. Anyways, so sweet is something that I can never give up on. My mobile, take it. I have my laptop. You want my laptop? Take it. I have one tablet. You have tablet? Take it. I have three other phones as well. I don't care. You want to take my ice cream? You have to go to war with me for that. And even if you win, you will still get only a tip of ice cream. And maybe if you were lucky, you would have to taste it. Because if it's sugar versus phone, sugar is going to win, and I am with the sugar. So don't you dare give me this situation where I have to choose one thing. Otherwise, I am going to come to Mumbai and I'm going to steal your sugar. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster Kansa. As well as please let us know, would you like to take sugar or phone? Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dev. And I will easily sacrifice sugar for a month or maybe for a year. It's easy for me. Um, and I think Toastmaster Suraj, today's topic was about, health. And I think you should take an extra class after this meeting from him. Who would like to go next? Toastmaster Suraj?
Yes.
Okay. Toastmaster Suraj, if you had to motivate a friend to live healthier in one sentence, what would you say? If you have to motivate a friend to live healthier in one sentence, what would you say? Over to you, Toastmaster Suraj.
Well, if my friend asks me that I want to remain healthy, I want to be in shape, then I would give it a thought. I would be a little bit serious because if I make someone if I just be someone's accountability partner, I think in that way I can also improve myself, right? And that one sentence which I will say him that just be with me for next 6 months. That's it. And you don't have to just take yourself out of the loop. You just have to be with me. You are allowed to abuse me. You are allowed to just kick me. You are allowed to like anything, but but you cannot disobey my instructions. That's I mean the one sentence which I would say that you just have to be with me without any complaint. And I think because I just don't know, but I am confident of helping him with the way he want himself to be healthy or in shape or anything. And I think just because of him, I will improve myself to a very another level. And I think that would be my opportunity. I think that would be all my opportunity that he will be staying with me and he will be because for next 6 months I'll just try to understand the mind of a person, right? The personality of my friend, right? And it's it's really beautiful when someone will be thanking me after 6 months and he will be I think I'll get connected with him because I know myself when I was under a few instructors for a few months and at the end of that duration I was so much thankful to them and I was so happy that I just could do it, right? Whatever, I just could do it. And once you because see one sentence or just getting aware about all the things, just knowing all the things about good diet, fooding habits, everything, I don't think that everyone knows that. The entire table topic session just proved that. We all know that. But what can change that just one step toward actions. The back to tabletop first.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Suraj. Rightly said that everyone is aware about these things, but then we need to follow as well. Um, so our next speaker, Toastmaster Smruti. I guess she is not in the meeting. Okay, so I think this table topic session was full of beans, and that's all from my side. And over to you, Toastmaster Suraj.
How can we end the table topic without giving table topic master topic Toastmaster Akansha? Are you ready for your topic? Okay. Toastmaster Akansha, have you ever walked to the fridge hoping the food would be healthier next time? Have you ever walked to the fridge hoping that the food would be healthier next time? Toastmaster Akansha.
So, as you correctly guessed, that I tend to walk to the fridge in expectation of a good food, but then I don't expect healthier food there. I what I expect is a piece of cake or pastry or canned Coke, maybe, or something like that. Because I think healthier food tastes good when it is freshly made and not kept in the fridge. And I want every one of you to know that my fridge is empty then. There is nothing except for water because I don't keep it, because when I keep junk food, I tend to eat it. So I try to avoid it and not and to keep a stack. So, but yeah, like currently, as my MBA journey is ongoing, I have to have junk food because I have to wake up early, sorry, at yeah, early morning as well, and late at night. So I need a bit of snacking here and there. And yeah, from 2 months, I guess, my food pattern is not very good. I am consuming a lot of packed food, but not from the fridge. Thank you so much, and back to you, Toastmaster Suraj.
Thank you so much. Those table topics master and table topics speakers. I could see that everyone was speaking their stories, their thoughts, their habit related to health, and they were full of beans, I would say, and we all should. I'll just narrate a story here. In a school, every kinds of students are there, right? Someone who likes a school, someone who moderately likes a school, someone who dislikes a school. And just because of that, when the very first ring bells in the school, good students feel happy and some students don't feel happy. In the end, right? I think, of course, most of the students, they feel happy the last bell, right? Remember, and we can just relate with that as well. Last bell, we used to be happy. Similarly, I think we all are in our life at all these stages, and the requirement for health, I think uh, someone needs ice cream a lot. Maybe he or she wants to gain some weight. Someone really needs to abstain from that because he or she might be overweight, or someone who is like in control, they may have it in a controlled way. I think that would be the right way to approach towards health, but that is just a story, right? The person who is really responsible for that, they have to do that. I have heard so many stories throughout the table topics speakers, and there were so many things which I really wanted to say that in today's world, where obesity has become epidemic. In India, the cases are increasing very, in a very haphazard, not haphazard way, but it's by leaps and bounds, I would say. Uh, it is said that the mental health issues, an epidemic is at hand. That is also very serious thing, and not in just in India, but across the world. And if we all are aware about WHO's different guidelines, we all know that how the salt is also just playing its negative role in everyone's plate nowadays. That and the table topic session also gave me just one idea, which I wanted to know from you well, and which I have been trying to explain through several thoughts and opinions, that we all know everything. We just cannot say that we really know everything, right? If I just can ask Harsh, how much protein do you really require today? If he doesn't know, I think he will just go to the internet and he'll get to know about it. Right? It's just about knowing our own body. It's just knowing our own body's requirement, and it's just about fulfilling the requirement of our own body. And that is something I think we all need to be aware about ourselves. And few things I just could hear that when it comes to some habits, whether it's yoga, meditation, gymming, weightlifting, etc., you might not be consistent. And I would say that doing those things 7 days out of 7 days is really not necessary. I do feel if you have thought that week also, that would be a huge success for yourself. That's what I would say. Uh, I'll wrap it up once in the end. Till the time, I'll request general evaluator to come upon and uh, let's go deeper into the feedback session, because that is also very important, because that will healthify our Toastmaster meeting, and that is something which brings that wellness in the meeting, I would say. Toastmaster, for that I would request Toastmaster Devrasha for that. But before that, I would request Toastmaster Manvi to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Jash.
Before I share my evaluation, I would like to hand over the stage to journal evaluator.
G. Okay, it's okay. Okay, Chandra.
I guess Toastmaster Suraj has gave us so many wisdom that the flow is a little lighter. Don't worry. Hello everyone, I'm present here, and someone who mocked me with the ice cream word in the chat. I will come to you after evaluating everyone else. Thank you. And with that, let's move on to our speakers evaluation for today. For that, I would like to call Toastmaster Manvi on the stage to evaluate a Toastmaster Jazz speech.
What's your default setting? Was the title that's actually, I won't say captivated me, but made me think what actually is my default setting. That is how our speaker engaged everyone with the title itself. And we all observed how he started with a language that we all didn't know, with not just for one sentence, but for around 30 seconds, if I'm not wrong. And he then came up with a statement that we all were wondering, where are the captions? That is how we actually engage any and every person in the room with a new twist that can help people think what exactly is the speaker speaking today. The major project that Toastmaster Jayesh was attempting was around communication styles. What is his communication style, and what exactly are the communication styles in overall? He shared all the styles name in between, and then he even differed that how not just one single style one individual can adapt. Any and every individual has to have different styles in different situations. That is something that I strongly believe. And then he came up with a word named dominant style. That is where the major project objective actually started. When he identified what is his style in different situations, where he shared he was initiating in one, then went to direct, and then went to supportive. All these are different styles that he actually follow. A quick recommendation, Toastmaster Jayesh. Even though your start and throughout the content was very engaging, I observed two things that we can improve upon. First is eye contact, wherein this is actually not related to the project, but it is around the delivery. As soon as we start delivering our take or speech, we have a habit of looking at people. How are they reacting? Are their expressions? But whenever we are in an online setup, try to look into the camera. That is where the eye contact lies. So that was one recommendation wherein I observed that you were looking at the screens or tiles while you were speaking. And the second recommendation was as soon as the yellow card came in, like right now it is on, you started giving another example from your life. That is a very risky take, wherein no doubt the example was around communication style and all these things happened. But that one example actually, somewhere or the other, I would say lowered your key message impact because you didn't have time after that to give an impactful key message. So we can look upon the timing part as well. Otherwise, a strong key message that came in, and then you even mentioned how to identify our dominant style that makes people were thinking was very good. I would congratulate you on completing this project and wish you all the very best for upcoming speeches. That was all from my side. Toastmaster Dave, the stage is all yours.
Thank you so much. Can we all give a huge round of applause for our speaker as well as the evaluator? Thank you, Toastmaster Harsh, for doing it with 1 second delay. And with that, now let's move on to our Taggle team, but we will call it in the opposite manner. So first of all, I would like to call the listener so that we can see if everyone have listened just to understand, not to reply. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster Katie, who is right now full of beans with the questions as well.
Yes, okay. So my first question is, from where did Toadmaster Jess Singh graduated?
Christ University?
Delhi University. Okay, no problem. Just a minute. What does communication depend on, according to Toadmaster Jess Singh?
On situations.
Yes, situation and environment. Okay, when he was taking training, what was his age? Toadmaster Suraj. When Toadmaster Suraj was taking training, what was his age?
20.
20.
Yes, good. What famous quote about the health did Toadmaster Anikesh tell us?
Health is wealth.
Yes, health is wealth. My next question is, what is the healthy habit of Toadmaster Jess?
Consistent.
Reading books.
Yes, reading books, going to gym and workout. Okay, according to Toadmaster Anikesh, is eating healthy expensive? According to Toadmaster Anikesh, is eating healthy expensive? No. Yes, okay. All the answers are right. So I am full of beans that all of you are attentive listener. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you so much. Can we give a huge round of applause for all the people who give the answers and for all who just keep on guessing and waited for the answers to be given? I am one of them. Don't worry. Relax. With that, now it's time to call upon the grammarian for today who will construe her all of the report in one session. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster Hishika.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dev. So, uh, Toastmaster Suraj has used the quote of the day and phrase of the day, and Kirti also has used the phrase of the day. And Suraj has used some words like worrisome. Worrisome means causing worry, anxiety. Obesity also he has used, that means medical condition in which person has excess body fat that increases the risk of health. And he used I think blizzard, that is very severe. No, I think no. He has not used that one. And Jayesh has started his speech with the Spanish that was very good for like taking attention of the public. And he has used concise, that means brief, dominant as a kind of having power, control, and a kind of a strong influence. And he has used a emerge, that means appearance or become known after being hidden or unclear. That's it. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator Dev.
Thank you, ma'am. I will give your evaluation later, but one thing, I also use the word of the day and phrase of the day. Thank you. With that, now it's time to call upon the our counter for today, that is Toastmaster Priyansika. And Toastmaster Priyansika, if you are not wearing a face mask, please come on the camera as well. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dave. Yeah, I'll just open my camera just a second. Okay, so I would just give me a minute. I'm sharing my screen to present my report. Yeah, so I hope my screen is visible. Okay.
Yes, it is
is.
visible.
It is
Good
visible.
evening. Okay, thank you so much for confirming. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. As the accounter for today's meeting, I listened carefully for the filler words such as so like in and along with other unnecessary verbal crutches that interrupted the flow of a speech. And if I were to consider today's meeting, I'd say it reflected a genuine effort from everyone to become more mindful communicators. While a few filler words did make an appearance, what stood out more was the confidence that was used for that everyone spoke with. And here's my report. So Toastmaster Suraj used to so two times, four plus times and like two times. Toastmaster Manvi used so one time. Toastmaster Jayesh used so two times. And Toastmaster Akansha used so one time, two times, and four plus times. Toastmaster Dev used so two times and like one time. Toastmaster Rishika used four plus times, two times, and like three times. Toastmaster Hirsch used so two times, and oh, I'm so sorry. And where was I? Yeah, Toastmaster Akansha used four plus times, and guest Anikesh used 3 plus times, 2 times, and like 4 times. Guest Pawan used 4 plus times. Toastmaster Kriti used so 2 times, 4 plus times, 2 times, and I, Toastmaster Priyanshika, used so 2 times, 2 times, and like 1 time. So overall, everyone made a conscious effort to communicate with clarity and remember every filler word to replace it with a confident pause, which can make a stronger appearance. And that's it from my side. Thank you so much. Over to you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Dave.
Thank you so much. Can we give a huge round of applause to Toastmaster Priyansika, who also took the role at when the meeting has already begun. So really, thank you so much, Toastmaster Priyansika.
It
With
was,
that, now you were saying something.
yeah, I said it was my pleasure, Toastmaster Dave.
Thank you so much. With that, now it's time to call upon the time of play. And I can't see him in the meeting. Oh, wait, it's me. Okay, so let me just share my screen to share the timer's report. And here's the timer report for today. All of you can see the timings. I will paste the report in the chat as well, so you all can take notes. There is only one disqualification in table topic session, that is Toastmaster Hers, and it goes for 3 seconds above the buffer time. So please be mindful of the timing, and few ideas that I will give is people were there for the 1 minute almost at the green card. What you can do is you can just give them the live example or just ask the Toastmaster the question, table topic master the question. Whatever the topic, throw it back at him. It will give you the buffer 5 to 10 seconds to reach the green card because it is really important. And rest everyone did very well on the timing part, especially the speaker and the evaluator. That's all for my report. I hand over the stage back to our general evaluator for today, and he is Toastmaster Dev. Thank you. With that, now I will present my general evaluation report. We started our meeting a little late because of the role players were missing or some are joining late. So what we can do is we can open the meeting room quite early and check as well if the meeting room is the right one so that people can join in early and also be mindful of the timing. After that, the Sajetatram Toastmaster Suraj has worn many hats today. The Sajetatram, the presiding officer and Toastmaster of the day. He was non-stop calling him on the stage that I was feeling like he is the master of the ceremony today. And that also gave me the idea that, okay, I will also try this. And whenever I am doing the double role and called upon myself, I will also try to add some humor. So kudos to you, Toastmaster Suraj, for starting as wonderfully as you did and doing the presiding officer role while calling the guest on the stage as well as the new members who joined our club. So kudos to you on that part and the Toastmaster of the team. I don't know if it's already there, but I'm going to name you the TMCL Encyclopedia because you already have so many knowledge with you and wisdom that you, whenever you come on the stage, it's either learning or more learning with you. So wonderfully done today, and as well as I really liked your theme. With that, moving to the speaker's evaluation was already done by Toastmaster Manvi and the table topic master. What are the topics of today? It was related to team. If yes, I don't know if Toastmaster Suraj mentioned any food uh, until the end. Till the end, he mentioned ice cream, and I also can see Toastmaster has mentioned ice cream many times. I will check that on it. But really wonderful topics, and everybody engaged to it. Even the guests came on the stage and spoke for a lot. So kudos to you, Toastmaster Kansa, and kudos to you on speaking impromptu while not expecting a topic for yourself. Thank you so much. With that, next the evaluator, Toastmaster Manvi, you told that the speaker has completed the project and it was wonderful, and you also gave the evaluation of also notifying that there was a yellow card when you start giving the example. So that is a really good thing to notify them that you did something at that point of time. So it will also recall the speaker and everyone else that okay, yeah, it was happened, and you were well on time as well. So only recommendation for you is start giving recommendation as soon as you see the green card because you were also on the brink of the red card. And thank you for the nod to accept the evaluation. And with that, next coming to the Taggle team role, our listener Toastmaster Kriti done a wonderful job. She took so many questions, and half of the time, even I was wondering, was this question was really there or is she making it up? So kudos to you, Toastmaster Kirti, on doing such a fabulous job. And next to Toastmaster Jessica on the grammarian part. She shared the word of the day and idiom of the day past the 2 3 hours before the meeting, so everybody could take notes. Someone like me who just joined the meeting and just check for where is the phrase of the day, where is the word of the day. So kudos to you, Toastmasters. One small recommendation that what you can do is you can paste the word of the day and idiom of the day in the chat as well, while table topic session is also up. So people are reminded, as well as guests who may have joined late, like Toastmaster Hers, can also take note of word of the day and idiom of the day. Next, coming to our account, the Toastmaster Priyanka, you done a fabulous job while also presenting the report in the Excel format. So it was a really good part on your end. And thank you so much for always helping out us. And I will also appreciate if you take roles beforehand as well, so we don't have to push you out of the blue. And with that, nasty the timer was me. I did a fabulous job showing the cards. I guess there was no lag. If there was, please do text it on my DM. As well as the report was good. I know. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. With that, the evaluation of the meeting is done. We done a fabulous job, and we are still okay. We are almost on time before the 3 minutes. So I will now hand over the stage back to our Toastmaster of the day for the conclusion of theme. Thank you. You have been a great, lovely audience, and I sign off.
Let's give Toastmaster Dev, our general evaluator, a huge round of applause for delivering his evaluation along with his team with such a enthusiasm. And I wish that he remains always full of beans and keeps taking up the roles and keep delivering the evaluation like this. Well, I think we are towards the end of the meet, and what can I say? Simply, if I just have to say for the conclusion, right, of the theme, that is where we are talking about the health. Because we all are aware about everything, and we just need to okay. Meantime, I'll just request everyone that we can poll the best speaker and table topic as well. I mean, the polling is right in front of you. I request everyone to uh, participate in the poll, and I'll also take a few moments. Okay, done. So few of the things we all can do in our life, that we can keep our body active, we can, and for emotional or mental health, I think we really need to have someone with us with whom we can talk a lot, and with whom we can be ourselves. I think that's the best therapy, right? We all should have, and I think we all have such kind of friends, I think. And the best way to be okay and be happy, I think joining a community is the best way forward. I look at it, right? Because just right here in Toastmaster, at least we talk. And if you talk about how to be fit, how to be healthy, I think join a community of healthy people. This is one thing I think I have done, and I do feel that it's very, very active. Otherwise, you will have to go for expensive gym membership and all, and that works. I do feel that works because in India, I think we all have that attitude that once the money is paid, we feel like that how to, just take out the benefits from there. So I think that paying money works really very well. And so better we just can spend our money towards the healthy habits. I mean, gym membership, or we can make someone our mentor, and we can even make our mentor for different things, for different people, for different things as well. That also works. And I think that's all like we all can do, and we all are aware. And in fact, prevention should be looked upon as an investment, not as an expense, so that later on the expense, which could be even 10x or 100x, that can be avoided. And the regret, after 20 years, if I see myself or you people see yourself after 20 years, I think there must not be regret of paying lots of money on any medicine counter or in consultation with any doctors. Better than that, let's spend just 1/10 of the money in terms of consulting the doctor or researching what are the things which we all really should eat or we all can have in our life, and balancing the things. Because from our own side, I think I can avoid eating junk foods, but when it comes to group, definitely there will be a little intake which I will have to take in. So again, balance would be something which will help us there to avoid that. And that's that all from my side. Anyone who wants to add on any word on it, basically on health, how we can keep ourselves healthy, you can add on, or I'll just pass on the baton to presiding officer so that we can move forward and just hear the result, if that's ready. Toastmaster Manvi.
We can go ahead. We can go ahead with the feedback session first. In the meantime, the
Okay.
certificates will be ready.
Okay, sure. Okay. So that was all from my end on the theme, and thank you so much for being all ears throughout the meet, and thank you so much for being there throughout the meet, everyone. And since we do have new Toastmasters and guests today, I would request some feedback from your end. What were the things which you liked the most, and where you think that we should have done better? For that, I would request our guest, guest Pawan, uh, to say something. Guest Pawan, are you there?
Yes. Yes, Toastmaster Ayos. Sorry, Suraj. Hello.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you.
It was a quite wonderful meeting because how they was adding humor in every speech. He was everything he was evaluating or calling upon the role player. He was adding that humor. I have learned. I am taking that. I am taking that and will try to improve in my Renuku Toastmaster Club meeting. And it was quite wonderful meeting, well conducted. And it's the first time where I have attended for 1.5 hours, I guess, or 2 hours. It is 2 hours. I joined late, around 6:30. So meeting has started already. So it was quite long. First time my long Toastmaster meeting.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining us, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in our further meetings as well.
Thank you.
Yeah. Toastmaster Anikesh, would you like to say something?
Yes, I feel very good while connecting with you all, and it's a good opportunity for me that to enhance something new in our daily routine. And actually, what I found that it is worth it that my elder brother who is in US had given me suggestion to join the Toastmaster. And one thing, the most that I loved that how the Manvi ma'am and other who are has just they guided me while just first time I am just attending this, and when I done mistake while I have just taken another topic while I'm speaking, how they guided it's very good and I liked it so much. and I will be in the upcoming
Yeah.
sessions also, upcoming meetings.
Thank you so much. We are looking forward to having you. Toastmaster Kirti, how have been your very first meeting in this new club? Toastmaster Kirti, are you there? Okay. Toastmaster Kirti,
Yes,
can you hear us? Can you
yes,
hear
yes,
me?
yes,
Okay.
yes, I can hear you.
So, what did you like?
Uh,
What do you want all of us to improve?
Sir, I like this meeting very much, and I gain a lot of experience from this meeting. That's all.
Okay. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kirti, and thank you so much for becoming the part of TMCL as well. Now I would request our grammarian for today's Toastmaster Harishika Sachan for the feedback. What did you like? What did you not like?
I feel like it's always a kind of pleasure to coming to the Toastmasters meeting because lots of things you learn from the different people. The if I talk about like in the topics also, you learn about like you have taken today's kind of health you talked about. And every time, whenever you are going to the meetings, you learn some new topic about these things, about your social life or about this something new you learn about always in the clubs. And more or less, they like the communication style. Also, I feel like I learn here. Every people have a different kind of communication style. Like today, they I got quite impressed with his speeches and everything. He was very enthusiastic and a kind of I felt like this is something like I also wanted to learn. Kind of like so much. Everybody is like quite. I can say confident and the style I like very much. So yeah, it's quite different from the physical thing. And here we are spending, I think, 2 hours. There, I think 3 hours approx. We are giving that time. So yeah, but it's good. It's good. At least I'm able to attend in whichever mood. It's online only though, but it's good. It's coming to Toastmaster is always good. Thank you.
What is something which you find that anything where improvement is needed, any area from meetings
Improvement,
perspective overall?
I'm not, I think, on that level to discuss about the improvement, but kind of I think the time management we can say because uh, we started, I think, a little late. I was early. So there maybe we can manage something.
Yes. Yeah, I'm almost 10 minutes late, 7 to 8 minutes late.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. We'll work upon the timing thing and we'll try to start the meeting as soon as it's 6 p.m. I mean, we have already decided that the meeting will happen at 6 p.m. for the next, till the time we
Right.
just be sure about it.
I think today was the first day. I think you people have started in the Saturdays.
Yes,
So maybe
yes,
because
6
of that
p.m.
also, yeah.
Yes. Okay, now it's time for, thank you so much for the feedback. That means a lot. And every word from every member or guest, it really means a lot. And thank you so much for your feedback. And now I think we should move ahead and results are getting ready. And Toastmaster, okay. So, okay. Okay. We had one speaker. The speech was fabulous, no doubt. Every time Toastmaster Jash comes with his speech, I get impressed a lot. Toastmaster Jash, congratulations on completing the very first project of level 2. and having the title of the best speaker in today's meeting. Thank you so much for your speech and all the best for your future next project. Next, we have best evaluator, of course, none other than Toastmaster Manvi. Uh, she evaluated well, and when one speech is evaluated, I think we have a lot to gain from that evaluation as well. And as a listener, I mean, as an audience, I do learn a lot from Toastmaster Manvi. So again, Toastmaster Manvi, congratulations for having the title of the best evaluator and evaluating the speech of Toastmaster Jash. That too impromptu, I think. I was so much confused today, so many changes, right? Uh, I mean, in the initial few minutes of the meeting, not just in the very before starting the meeting, but again, you handled very well, and I think Toastmaster Dev too. He also arranged one role taker, and I think he escaped his commitment, I think, because he didn't go, I think, and took the role of G, continued that, took the role of timer as well, relieving me from some extra roles. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Dev, as well. Next,
Don't
we
worry, I
have,
am there as well. I am in 2 meetings right now.
okay. Next, we have table topics speaker, best table topic speaker, and that's tie. That's tie between Toastmaster Jash and Toastmaster Pawan. Congratulations once again, Toastmaster Jash and Toastmaster Pawan, for grabbing the title of the best table topics speaker and sharing the stage together. Congratulations once again. And next, the best eagle eye role taker. Today we had 4 role takers in the toggle role. I mean, that auxiliary role players. And let's see who has won the stage. We have grammarian, Toastmaster Harishka Sachan. Congratulations, Toastmaster Harishka, just for grabbing this title, the best eagle eye role player. And thank you so much for such a good vocabs and adding on. I think every time any grammarian puts any word, I think that whether we use it or not, of course, when we use it, that becomes the part of our own vocabs, and that's a huge thing. And congratulations once again, Toastmaster Harishka Sachan, and great. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Next,
Thank you.
yeah. Next, we have baseline heart role player. The most enthusiastic person. I'm not baseline heart role player. Let's move forward. Who has been
I have a question. How do you know each and every winner's name? You are not even.
name?
How do you know Toastmaster? Yes, you are always giving us the hint like we don't know what you are saying.
Okay.
Who fill you in
That's
with the results?
I was throughout the meeting right here, right? So
Yeah.
let's move forward for the baseline heart role player. The person who has been full of beans today, I would say. I Congratulations, Toastmaster Dev, for winning this tag. I mean, the certificate of baseline heart role player. And thank you so much for taking up the role and influencing everyone with your own role and the way of evaluation you did today. And great job done, I would say. Thank you so much once again. And well, that was all from the result perspective. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Manvi. I think this is one thing which I have never done at the back of the meeting, preparing the result, I mean, poll, and then preparing the certificates. And while being in the meeting, the efforts it really require to prepare all these things. Again, only a multitasker can do that. That's all from my end, and I think we do have Toastmaster Dev or some say.
Can we all? Yes.
Okay, you go ahead.
Okay, can we all take a group pic? If anyone
Yes,
can come on the camera and no one has applied any face masks yet. So I request Toastmaster Akansa, Toastmaster Jess, Toastmaster Pavan, Toastmaster Priyansika, and guest Anikesh, if you all can come on the camera.
Thank you for the group pic, everyone, for coming on the camera.
Toastmaster Priyansika, come fast. Okay, I will be taking the group pic in 3 seconds. You can use any hand gesture or zoom emoticon you like. The pic will be taken in 3, 2, and 1. Thank you so much. The pic is done. Thank you, and over to you, our presiding officer, Toastmaster Suraj.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dev, for the group pic. And now I would hand over the baton to the Sergeant at Arms, who is none other than myself. And with that, I adjourn the meeting. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Suraj.